Today, all the rest of Pennsylvania's counties moved into the green phase of reopening except for Lebanon County and Philadelphia. Philadelphia will move into the green for restaurants on July 3rd. Philadelphia, however, created its own regulations for restaurants in the green phase, which in a few ways are more prescriptive than the guidelines that Governor Wolf has put in place. While this is not great news for Philly's restaurants, it is within Philadelphia's purview to do so. It's encouraging to note that many restaurants that have now been opened in the green phase are reporting positive sales numbers even compared with last year while operating within the COVID guidelines. Lancaster representative and good friend of the PRLA, Brian Cutler, this week was elected the 141st Speaker of the Pennsylvania House, while Representative Carrie Benninghoff from Center County was elected Majority Leader. Pennsylvania Representative Todd Stevens filed House Bill 2615, which would create a $250 million grant program for restaurants. The money to fund the program would come from the money provided by the federal CARES program to Pennsylvania. Representative Jack Rader circulated a co-sponsorship memo to create a $15 million destination marketing organization grant program, also from CARES money. The Philadelphia City Council moved two bills this week. One caps third-party restaurant delivery fees at 15% and requires them to disclose fees and if they do not have an actual agreement with the restaurant. The other puts into statute current regulations that allow for sidewalk cafes, streeteries, and other extension of premises during the COVID pandemic. In Washington this week, President Trump signed a presidential proclamation suspending the entry of aliens who present a risk to the U.S. labor market following the coronavirus outbreak. This action extends worker restrictions on H-1B, H-2B, J, and L visas to the end of the year. Also, the Treasury updated their guidance for PPP forgiveness, which provided good news to loan recipients. Melissa Bova covered this in detail during the June 24th weekly webinar. The National Restaurant Association Law Center released helpful guidance for operators pertaining to COVID-19 infections in the workplace. You can find the information on the PRLA COVID-19 webpage. This week, 4 PRLA chapters held virtual chapter meetings, all of which were well attended. Each of the meetings included updates on reopening guidance and best practice sharing among participants. The session provided valuable insight to attendees. The only thing missing were the after-meeting cocktails. Today, PRLA co-hosted an event with Philadelphia Congressman Dwight Evans. The event, entitled Forum on the Future of Pennsylvania Restaurants, Challenges and Solutions, included 5 members of Pennsylvania's Southeast Congressional Delegation, more than 20 Southeast Pennsylvania restaurateurs, and 3 national experts on the restaurant industry. It's distressing to report that this week many states, which reopened businesses earlier than ours, have experienced significant uptake in COVID-19 cases, and some have suspended reopening efforts. In the case of Texas, they actually moved back with some of the standards. Yesterday was the single biggest day in new cases reported in the United States. Pennsylvania continues to be one of the states that is tracking well, but by all accounts, the 2 most important practices to stay on the right track are the wearing of face masks and social distancing. Please do your part to keep Pennsylvanians safe and to keep businesses open. I'm John Longstreet with another edition of It Happened This Week. I'll see you again next week.